The men spoke quietly, and the women by their sides nodded along. Every woman's appearance was highly polished. I showed someone the card Yetta gave me. All that was printed on it was a complicated color pattern. I pretended to have been sent here and snuck in. I needed to listen to all the demands of any man here. When I first came in, a strange man who seemed to be managing the party told me that. I didn't know the backgrounds of any of the men there, but they were all wearing expensive clothes. They must not have been starving for women either. None even tried to touch the girls sitting next to them. In the corner, sitting on an enormous sofa, was Kizaki. He was wearing sunglasses even though it was dark. Silent women surrounded him while he talked to an Arab-looking man sitting across from him. Even though he was far away, I knew it was him immediately. I took a glass of champagne in my hand, smiled, and approached him slowly. Violent noises rose up from deep in my chest. I was trying something desperate now. Even after looking at his photo, and even seeing him here in person in the dark, I could not tell if he was really Kondo. But after hearing the name Kizaki from that man who took my knife, I felt there was a possibility that they were the same person, even if they seemed to have a different feel to them. And, when I considered all the circumstances and the timing of Yetta's request, there was also a chance that this man was involved with the hacking of Yetta's email. Me getting sent on a job I wasn't supposed to have, the dead body in the hotel, and that phone call where someone mentioned my old last name. And if that man really was Kondo, I still wouldn't know why he was trying to approach me. But it would mean he had some business with me and that he knew what I do. I couldn't tell Yetta that this man might know who I was. If I said that, Yetta would try to use it against me and I would get dragged in even deeper. Now I had to face this man who might know all my tricks, and I had to steal something of his. I don't consider myself particularly attached to my life, but I don't want to die a violent death. I needed to get past this and convince Yetta I did my job. Suddenly, I noticed the heat in my body. Something began moving inside me as if I were being sucked towards something. I exhaled. I was nervous, but being nervous wasn't an option. There were only a few ways to take advantage of the fact that Kizaki knew who I was and get out of this place. Carefully arranging my short dress and my bare legs, I sat in the empty space next to the Arab man across from Kizaki. When I turned my eyes to Kizaki, my heart began to race. His shoulders were wide, he was tall, and there was something forceful about his body. The Arab next to me smiled and raised his glass slightly. Kizaki stared straight at me. I see. Kizaki kept staring at me. Do you know why all the women in Marquis de Sade's books are unhappy? He asked suddenly after producing a slight smile. Judging from his expression and voice, he was definitely Kondo. But would I have recognized him so quickly in this darkness if no one had mentioned it to me before? He really had nothing to do with the orphanage, but I had no idea what that meant. He knew who I was, but he didn't change his expression at all when he saw me. I pretended not to know who he was either, smiled calmly, and stared back at him. My pulse grew faster. Because they are beautiful. When beautiful women are granted a chance at happiness, they're also granted a chance to fall into despair, and the closer they get to whatever they desire, the more chances they're given to fail. You should remember that. Are you complimenting me? I asked. His expression would not budge. He hid behind his sunglasses, smiling. The woman next to him inched closer and asked, What about me? She was tall and beautiful, but Kizaki did not even look at her. He just kept staring at me. I'm not complimenting you. Despair has greater gravity than happiness. That's how this world is. He continued to ignore the woman next to him and stare at me. Somehow, my pulse got even faster. I was just talking to this man about this earlier. Do you know about Gnosticism? What's that? It was the largest heretic faith, born during the early Christian era.